Why is the movie so shit?
What? I want my phone call.
So what did you and Tia fight about?
I want my phone call. I just want my phone call. You didn't see Batman? The Joker's like, I just want my phone call.
I won't go see it till it's the cheap theater.
It's not a bad film. It's a good film. It's just the hype. My God.
That's why I won't go to it.
And I also didn't like Batman's face and like the shape of his helmet and his motorcycle. The tires on his motorcycle were completely wrong. You can't turn well on a motorcycle that's got car type tires. You need the fucking symmetry. You need the curve to keep rubber on the fucking asphalt as you turn.
Dual tires, front and back.
Just a big fat almost square tire. Like when he turned, he'd lose all traction. You know what I'm saying? He'd be on a pinpoint turning.
Those movies are some idiots.
But that's nothing. Whatever. No, it's there's a little more to it.
You know who likes to go to those movies? And I'll give you an example.
Tom.
How
I mean
lame
Dan.
it is.
Dan
Hoffman, right.
Dan Hoffman.
Dan Hoffman is a lover of cartoon action movies.
You just had a
What
great.
does that tell you?
If you.
Dan Hoffman.
Did you know he was coming or not?
Tell us why that's bad.
Did you know he was coming? You knew he was coming, right?
What do you think it's been?
You knew he was coming, right?
Of course.
I was hoping to God that he didn't know you were behind him, and you would have stopped, and he would have just fucking done one of his riffs. He pays me not to put his riffs about you on YouTube because he gets so angry about you and your movie seeing.
He's heard it all before. I tell him all the time.
I just want my phone call.
He lives to squawk. Squawking, cackling.
Stupid Hollywood cartoon movies.
Except that I only like the good
Iron Man. No, you don't. You go to all of them.
Iron Man was kind of gay.
You go to anything.
Iron Man was very good.
You go to anything.
No, I said it was kind of gay. It was cool in a way. It was also kind of gay. Not that there's. It
was well packaged. It had humor.
It was fun. It was fun, but it was no Independence Day in cheesy film world.
Independence Day was an outright kids movie.
Independence Day was great.
What do you think?
Great. I saw Independence Day on July 2nd, and it was like boom, boom, and I was high as fuck. Independence Day was greatly entertaining.
I enjoyed it at the time.
It was fun.
But I came out saying, talking about the formula, like Randy Quaid was a stock.
But that's the thing. They made the formula funny. They just went with it. And they had a lot of money. They had Will Smith. They had Randy Quaid. He does that all the time, but it was great. It was funny.
It was a stock character going back to Walter Brennan.
Well, that's what he plays, and he does it pretty well. People tend to enjoy Randy Quaid being Quaid.
Yeah, but I think there was
Manny being Manny.
I think it was better. I think Iron Man was better written.
I think that they should just take. Everyone says how good
they're all fucking stupid.
I think they should make more of the Being films, like the Malkovich, but with different people. I think everyone should make a small version of that.
Here's the thing. I started going to art flicks and foreign flicks when I was in my mid-teens.
Do I sense an anecdote coming?
In the 60s. All right? But I can appreciate apples and oranges. The only thing I really hate is overreaching mediocrity, in which there's lots of. And
there are a lot of other things that you can't stand.
But a good actioner is a great actor. The first Die Hard, the first Armageddon was a lot of fun.
Okay,
I'm looking for a movie to go see. There isn't a lousy movie in the entire
You'd enjoy
city.
it. No, you'd enjoy
I'm going to see
Hellboy.
Hellboy
you like
too.
Batman.
I want to see Hellboy too.
Another cartoon type movie.
What do you mean, no?
What,
I like
what is
Hellboy
this?
1.
When you see this, what do you think? I didn't see Hellboy 1. I don't plan on seeing Hellboy 2. Maybe someday.
Hellboy was a
It's on TV.
What do you think when I do? What do you think when I do this? Ooh. Besides the fact that obviously in my own show I will smack myself silly. I tell you, I rope in the backyard down in Lake Chautauqua. I smoke. In the middle of the night, I'll run back for something and I'll clothesline myself. I cannot remember I put it there.
Then why are we doing this?
You think of nothing when you see this?
Why don't you go see Mamma Mia?
Give me a word. Why don't you guys go see it together and put your things with the bottom of the
Why don't you
bottle?
go see it?
Dan, what do you think?
Why? Are you actually doing this like outright for attention? I thought
No, I'm
maybe
asking
it
you.
was
What does it make you?
inadvertently
Does it make you
See,
think
at first
anything?
I thought it was inadvertently for attention.
Does it make you think anything?
Um,
What does it make you think? Say I'm assuming it's an idea.
well, yeah, that's how desperate somebody is for attention.
No, you ever see the Hudsucker Proxy?
Two dykes found
No.
each other.
Really?
Nice.
You hate Tim Robbins or?
Can I watch? I don't like. I'm not a fan of Tim Robbins.
I kind of like Robbins.
I did like him in Cadillac.
Go to the porn theater.
What about the movie with Jeff Bridges when he's the terrorist guy who makes Jeff Bridges look like the terrorist?
Yeah,
Arlington Road. You like that?
No, I didn't like that.
He looked bad at the end, didn't he?
That was the Hollywood hijacking of a genre. I mean, Hollywood left hijacking a genre. Why would I like that?
But the professor did look guilty, right?
I didn't see
it ended
I
backwards.
refused to go. I wasn't
He's protesting Arlington Road. You see Arlington Road? Jeff Bridges and Tim Robbins.
I don't go to
Tim Robbins is like a homeland, like a terrorist.
I don't go to
a right-wing terrorist.
What?
I don't go to
the only kind Hollywood makes
he's a fucking liberal asshole.
Liberal. He's not a liberal. He's a hardline lefty. He's the kind who looked down on liberals. Okay,
I asked you what you think when you see this. You have no
sorry.
ideas. All you can do is bitch.
It's never said
You have
until
no
it's said
thoughts.
What
Have you ever done this? Are you ever nervous, or are you a slow twitch fucking lazy boy?
Are you
ambidextrous?
Why don't you make a windmill out of yourself and go spin your head off?
Basically what it is. See? He's got an idea. Are you ambidextrous? Can you do anything with your left hand? Can you even ambidextrously
He can
masturbate?
jerk off with his left
How did I know you were going to say that?
Can you just say masturbate and use the technical term so we don't offend anyone?
Let me see. Can I do anything left-handed?
What would you rather I remade? The Jerk as the Jerk Off or Forrest Gump as Trees Gump? Which one would you prefer? Can't you ever just...
Toss a coin.
Wasn't really an option, was it? Is that you're saying that you're as perceptive as a coin toss?
Oh, no, I'm saying that I'm...
You're as legitimate as a flip?
I'm totally...
So
I'm not even ambivalent.
So if I gave you $1,000 to write a 3-page treatment of Trees Gump, would it suck? Would it suck?
I'm inspired with the apathy.
If I gave you $3,000 to write a 3-page summary of Trees Gump, starring me, would I hire you again for $3,000 to write a treatment of a different film idea, or would it be so lame?
I might be able to come up with something amusing to say about it, if I were interested enough to see it. $3,000 would get me to do it.
$1,000 a page. It better be fucking great. I'd love to do that though, just to realize that you could have had a career as like a film story like summarizer, critic, teaser maker.
Actually, when I was back in the early '70s, I did want to become a film reviewer.
That's gay.
Yeah.
What would you rather if you had to make great films? Would you rather just be Spielberg, or if you had to like design something and you were going to die, would you build something that just had Spielberg?
He'd rather be Stan Lee.
Spielberg making $1 billion a year, or 1,000 kids in a little like film studio utopia, each making $1 million a year. What would you rather have to make great films, Spielberg or 1,000 kids?
I'd say that either formula is doomed to destruction.
So what's this?
That's an annoyance.
What's the point of it? What's the point of it? An annoyance?
Yeah, it's becoming.
At least it does something.
Like you get it long enough that I.
You haven't given me one thing.
What do you want?
I'm not gonna. You're just not gonna be in the entourage. You're not gonna be an idea guy. Like, hey, before I tell you what I think, tell me what you think.
About what?
To give you a chance to have the ideas first. I'll just point at something that sucks or needs to be. If you can figure it out, it's yours. If not, I'm going to tell you in 10 seconds.
Your attempts to channel conversations get results no better than Charlie's demands for attention.
You just can't take any direction.
What do you guys help us with a cigarette?
No.
All right, thank you.
Have you noticed I asked him a simple question, and it's been a bullshit talk ever since.
That's because, like you said, I have to agree with him here.
I asked him a question.
You like to channel.
You're trying to.
He walked right up in front of me. We were talking. He walked right. He's standing right in front of me. He knows I'm recording. He knows I'm making an episode.
What's this about?
And I asked him a question.
Siberian.
You didn't answer the fucking question. Now he's talking about movies. Read about it, and then maybe you'll know.
Jeez, I don't know. That could be worthwhile.
There is absolutely nothing in here about it. I've gone through the entire thing.
So go home to your computer.
You look it up. Trans-Siberian movie.
We had an art house, actually 2 art houses in Buffalo and Williamsville, the Circle Art and the Glen Art. And
Anecdote.
I started frequenting the Circle Art when I was taking the bus across town, like when I was like 15, to go see this stuff. Every week, I saw some incredible clips and a couple pieces of shit. I didn't like Luis Buñuel, the exterminating angel. I thought that was a piece of shit. You know, I saw a Franz Kafka story that they made into a movie.